It will be an up-tempo game, and that's the only way these teams know how to play.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Speedy in at the 1. And Greg, with his charisma and talent level, MP is a natural when it comes to shoe endorsements.
And MP has had this long-term relationship with Nike. It's been great for him and Nike.
Now Morant. After the missed 3 from Speedy, passes it to LaRavia. Morant outside. 6 to shoot. Lets it fly from 18. That one doesn't drop. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Speedy, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Speedy's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulders. They love to compete.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of the shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
And the second free throw, good.
It's hard to quantify how impactful Jaren Jackson Jr. is on D. He does so much.
Yeah, the rim protection is elite. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year, Greg. But he can also switch out on screens and not look lost. The sky is the limit for him defensively.
Here's Wembanyama. Banked in off the glass.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Morant outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. He can't get that one. Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Offensive rebound, Leonard. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
And the work rate that Kawhi shows on every play never takes a moment off, and that can lead to second chance opportunity.
Here's Speedy. Drops in the layup for 2. Speedy's got 7 points in the game. And at this point, Greg, you look at what MP has done. He's certainly one of the best to ever do it at his position.
Yeah, and Kevin, MP has set that bar for what it needs to be a complete play. The way he's dominated this era, you can't understate that. Production like this is something you rarely see in our game.
Here's Speedy, following the basket by John Morant. Speedy, the pass to Wembanyama. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the paint, and the dunk by Jackson.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Snatched up. Wembanyama. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Morant passes to Jackson. And finished off by Morant.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to Dallas.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
And that is why coaches preach about the details. The margins in this league are razor thin.
Hey, Richard, as a former Spur, what strikes you most about the character of the franchise?
Well, there's a stability there in San Antonio that you don't find in other teams. That's part of the reason why I didn't fit in well. As a player or a fan, you can have the confidence that this organization has a solid plan.
Outside Jackson. And here's Poole for 3. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio leading by 8. Here's Collins. Off to a good start as he hit his first shot attempt.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Jackson kicks to Poole. Here's Hicks. Back to Poole from deep. Offensive rebound. Jackson misses the layup.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Here's Speedy. Connects from three-point range. Speedy's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Spurs. Now, here's Poole. Tight defense on him. Knocked away. Jackson with the screen. Poole the pass to Jackson. Back to Poole. Off the run. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They're
The Spurs, 22.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots, getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
We've got Morant. Jackson is out there with Hicks. Then it's Frank Kaminsky. And it's Poole in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Speedy in the last game against the Warriors was a man on a mission. He scored 46 points, and all game long he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Branham. From down in the low post, it goes.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Jackson looking it over. Here's Hicks. Rebound San Antonio. Sohan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Jackson with the screen. And with the big collisions we see in the paint, and Greg, there are some have argued for changing the charge rule. Did you see that?
You know, there's talk of extending the restricted area. I've even heard some say ban charges by help defenders. I like the former idea. That seems less extreme.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Here's Speedy. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And looking to push this win streak to double digits. MP saying, don't disturb this group.
It can't last forever, but while it does, a winning streak is one of those galvanizing experiences, don't you think, for a team all season long? Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Well, you look at Speedy, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Here's LaRavia. Count the basket.
And really, it's been a major
aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And Richard, I tell you what, Jordan Poole has become one heck of an NBA player.
A star, if you will. Goes to show that you don't have to be a high recruit coming out of high school. He barely snuck in the top 100 list.
Pass to Jackson. Here's LaRavia. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Speedy. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
He's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Poole fires away from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
Pass to Graham. Now Poole. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Second chance effort. He lays it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Speedy. 21 points in the game, and that one, good. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Poole for 3. Kept alive. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And so it's San Antonio in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first
Scary Terry moving to a new team. When you get Rozier, you get speed, you get scoring, and he's one tough cookie.
Now for a moment to look at our game. Everything, and I mean everything, is falling into place for the Spurs. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Speedy.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. The cell on the wing along with Johnson. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Speedy in at the 1 spot. Great for a franchise like Memphis. Is there a specific way they have to build?
Through the draft. I mean, they aren't going to get the huge A-list free agents, so you have to hit on your picks. You also have to keep your guys happy. Sign them to smart extensions.
Here's Melton. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter,